We're back with special guests Andrew, Gabe, and Carl. Really tall guy in the back right there. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing really good.
Wonderful,
Thanks
wonderful.
for having us.
Happy to be here.
All right, so tell me, what's the name of your company?
We're Medley Studios, and the game we're making is Superplexus.
Okay, tell me about that game.
So Superplexus is a throwback to the 90s classic puzzle games. It's a competitive puzzle game with free movement on the board, so it's a bit more fast-paced than your standard Candy Crush or other competitors.
Yeah, if anybody watching has ever played Tetris Attack or Pokemon Puzzle League or any of like the Puzzle League series, we're very inspired by that. And essentially, those games are older, they don't really have an online mode, and we're like, man, we really want to be able to play this type of game online with other people.
Yeah.
So let's just make it ourselves, because no one else is doing it, and the old companies aren't doing it. So it's like, let's run with that inspiration, and found other people online that had the same passion. That's how we met Carl, actually, who was also a big fan of this series and joined our team and kind of helping develop this thing. It's been 3 years.
Y'all made it from the ground up then.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we do the art from scratch. The engine was originally made in Scratch, or not in Scratch, but from scratch. And we want it to be as authentic as possible. So trying to really, like you said, from the ground up, keep it as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
So.
And you said 3 years you've been working on this?
Yeah, we started,
2015.
and the project changed scope a couple times along the way. We won't get into all the details, but we have a YouTube channel actually that we recorded those early days of us trying to figure out what we were doing and did sort of like an informal like dev vlog. So if people look up Medley Studios on YouTube, they can see like kind of the beginnings of our journey and kind of up to where we are now.
So what made y'all want to start making games like this? Because there's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
What made you think you could do it and stick out from that competition?
I actually have been asking my cousin Gabe to make a game with me since I was probably 11 or 12 years old. And
Yeah, he's been coding since he's been very young.
And we just, I don't know, something happened, something clicked, and our lives just aligned the right way.
Yeah.
And the game that we always talked about was Pokemon Puzzle League, Tetris Attack, and also goes by the name of Panel de Pawn in Japan.
Yeah, that's the Japanese version of it.
And so we figured a good place to start would be taking a game that would feel really great on touch and just moving it to touch.
Right.
So that's where the iOS build came out. And iOS came first because we didn't have like testing devices for Android.
We
so.
started off pretty simple. I mean, we thought, oh, it's a puzzle game. How hard can it be?
How hard
it'll
can it
take
be?
us 3 or 4 months, and we'll be done, and it'll be a great little
No.
experiment. We'll gauge how well it does, and maybe we'll do more. But fast forward to now, and
3 years later.
it's always more complicated than you think.
It's amazing.
Even,
We thought it was going to take 3 months.
yeah.
Now it's 2018. So,
How much is the game?
The game is free. It's free on the App Store right now, and we're in testing for Steam and the Android Google Play. So it'll be free everywhere.
Are there going to be where you got paid to unlock certain things, or is the whole thing?
There's no, all the
There's no paywall.
microtransactions are aesthetic. So if anyone's played like League of Legends or a lot of these, like Fortnite's a good example, where the gameplay is fair, even across the board, and the only microtransactions are if you want to pay to like get a character skin, change the way your blocks look. So
it's no paying to get extra coins to unlock anything.
Definitely not.
And we actually, the game currency, like the premium currency, sorry about that, can be earned for free as well.
So you can actually, if you play long enough, unlock everything in the game too.
Without paying any money, if someone's that dedicated. So because we want to reward people who just love the game by itself.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of the way we did that.
And it's important for a multiplayer game, which is a big focus. We want people to play online, and so we can have more players come in and keep that active when it's free. Anyone can download it. You can get your friend on board really easily because there's no pressure to like, oh, I don't want to, pay for Overwatch or something. It's like, this is a free game. You could jump in. You could bring like friends and family, and it runs on literally anything. And the plan right now is to actually have it so you could be playing on like your iPad against someone on a PC.
That'd be really cool.
That level of multi-platform functionality is what we've been trying to build the past couple of years.
Right. And so we're at that point now where we're actually testing crossplay between Android devices, PC, Mac, Linux, and iOS.
Do you have any plans for future games after this?
We do, yeah. So all of our backend is actually structured to support more than one game. And so Superplexus is the first of many, but we're really focused on Superplexus right now because our company came out of a product, not so much the product coming out of the company.
Yeah.
It was sort of a more passionate direction that we took. So, but what we realized is, well, we could probably make more games after this too. So we want to build a company that we can work at for a long time. That's the idea. and not just some sort of thing that you sell away. So we're really focused on Superplexus right now, but there will be more games.
So y'all have a booth here then?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah, we've got a table. It's along the.
Are y'all demoing the game, letting people play it there? Or?
Yeah, and letting them sign up for information on when those new betas come out. Because a lot of people have Android phones. Some people only want to play on a PC.
Yeah.
So, we try to give it to everyone. Yeah.
We are demoing the iOS version, which is currently downloadable on the App Store, and we also have a build that we are currently testing for Steam that is playable as well.
Right, like a very early demo. You can use a controller. Some of the hardcore gamers are not like, don't give me a touchscreen, give me a controller. And we're like, we got you. We understand. That's how the original ones were. We want to be able to support that as well. So,
So what made y'all want to come to Metrocon and get a booth and everything here?
I've come to Metrocon on and off the past 5 or 6 years. I've just always liked coming here. So when it came time to doing this, I'm like, hey, why don't we take the game there? Like, we go there for fun anyway. Let's just try our hand at doing a booth. Get get the word out basically. So this is our first time ever doing like an actual table like this. So we're kind of learning as we go, but it's fun.
It's a big challenge. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean the planning is like stressful, but now that we're here, everything's set up. It's going
once
smoothly.
you get everything set up and you're here, it's like, okay, it's actually going to run a little smoother than we thought.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And everybody's so into it and so nice, and so once you get settled, it's an extremely comfortable experience. Actually, it almost is kind of like vacation, as long as you like what you're doing. So
that's why I called this my vacation for a week. I took off work to come do this.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
on
great.
vacation. I'm still working, but I'm having fun doing it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
gotta
how you
do
do it.
what you love. For sure.
And we also have a panel tomorrow at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
in the video game room A.
Yeah, Route 22.
That's right after my panel.
Wow,
in
we'll
the
see you
same
there.
room.
We'll see you there.
My panel's at 6 o'clock. In that
Wow.
same room, we're giving away that little Nintendo down there.
Oh, that's so cool.
I stole.
We do another show on Saturday afternoons called Tech Warped. It's like Attack of the Show when it was on G4. So we're pretty much doing that, pop culture, video game. So we're actually doing a live show down there. We're doing a show here, then going down there and doing something.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Amazing.
we'll definitely
That'll be
see
awesome.
you
Yeah, we're gonna see you
afternoon.
tomorrow.
That is awesome.
Hope you cross and pass.
Yeah,
I
that's
may have to
fantastic.
stick in and check out y'all's panel then.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to have you. Yeah.
So what got you to go into Metrocon the first time? Are you big into anime?
Yeah, I've always been. I mean, video games came first for sure. I had an older brother that was like obsessed with Japan. So any games there, any the shows he would get on VHS, he kind of introduced me to that whole thing, and this was the biggest convention kind of in my area. So on a limited budget, you're like, where can I realistically get to? Like, oh, Tampa's not that far from. We live in Naples, by the way.
Okay.
So it became the first choice because I think I cosplayed with my girlfriend for the first time. We just came
What
to
was
have
the
fun.
first cosplay?
Oh, it was some. I can't remember the name of the anime
Oh.
now. Yeah, you know it.
It's a romance.
It was a very easy cosplay. It was like, oh, that boy wears normal clothes. I can do that. I'll do my, hair a certain way.
I don't have to dress up any funky
Yeah.
way. I can do this.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was really
Yeah.
the
All
source
right,
of
so
it.
again, to let everybody know, where can they find everything at? Your YouTube page, Facebook, all that information.
So our YouTube is actually Medley Vlogs, but you can also type in Superplexus or Medley Studios or Medley Studio, and it'll show
on
up.
Twitter and Instagram. Medley Studios will bring us up, and if you just type Superplexus anywhere, that's Plexus, Plexis.
Yeah.
Like kind of like pixels, but twisted.
Scrambled. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
I'm going to
that's where
definitely
you find us.
download that game afterwards now.
Awesome.
All right.
Great.
Need a new game to play.
There you go.
But it's great. Thank you. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Hope a lot of people come down to your booth, try the game out, download it and everything.
Thank you.